Speaking of another fake controversy, which is essentially a zombie lie. I mean, we now are at the point where, fortunately, our media has no problem ridiculing those politicians who come out and give a full-throated denial of the reality of climate change. It is also time for our media to come out and call these voter ID laws as what they are, really simply based upon nothing but a desire to disenfranchise specific voters, more often than not, African Americans and seniors. And in some instances, also students, people who would tend to vote Democratic. There's a great piece in the Washington Post by a guy named Justin Levitt. He's a professor at the Loyola University Law School, an expert in constitutional law. He has been studying charges of voter fraud. And when we talk about voter ID laws, he writes, there are some things that voter ID laws do not do and aren't designed to do. They aren't designed to stop fraud with absentee ballots. They aren't designed to stop vote buying or coercion or fake registration forms or voting from the wrong address or ballot box stuffing by officials in on a scam. Requirements to show ID at the polls are designed for one thing: people showing up at the polls pretending to be someone they are not, someone who is registered. He has been following reports since 2008 and going back since 2000, the year 2000, tracking any specific credible allegation that someone may have pretended to be someone else at the polls in any way that voter ID laws could fix. Not just prosecutions, any credible allegation. He has found 31 different incidents since 2000 anywhere in the country in the context of general, primary, special, and municipal elections from the year 2000. From 2000 to 2014, 31 instances out of, at the very least, more than 1 billion ballots cast. 31 instances out of 1 billion ballots cast. That is it. Any court that finds that the burdens placed on people by requiring a voter ID, and those burdens are those people who will be disenfranchised because they are too old or they don't have access to getting these IDs or whatever it is. If the number is larger than 31 in a given state, you are already 31 times more likely weight on what you will who you will disenfranchise as opposed to prevent. Even those numbers, I think, understated. For a court to rule that a voter ID law is legitimate, they must show that the opportunity cost, i.e. the disenfranchisement, is less than what you will gain in terms of voter integrity. And you have only 31 instances in the entire country over the course of 14 years. It's time the media begin to approach this in the same way they do climate denial, frankly. It's a joke. It's a real joke.